XOM. XOK. What it do, what it do, what it do. Hello everyone and welcome to the Sleepy Idol, a show on 34th and Crenshaw where you can sit back, relax. Actually, let me try to keep going. And play talk K-pop with your friends. As always, you are joined by your two lovely, iconic, gracious, plentiful, charitable, precious hosts, Jay and...
Oh, did you just turn it up?
I tried to turn it off and then it got louder before it... Fake. Susan, stop. Your answer.
So you're trying to turn it up to like block me out. I was like, dang. Wow.
Imagine I cue you up just to be like, and we drowned her out real quick. Let's just do that. But no, never. But yes, hello everyone and welcome to the live stream as usual. Hello to everyone in the chat right now. Hi Andre, hey Tal, hey Leanne. Jazz, as always, we want to do a little, I was about to say vicarious living through you. So what did we do this weekend?
I feel like I've been doing stuff. I have not. This weekend, I cleaned my room.
Oh, iconic.
Switched out my winter clothes. And I also today, I donated like so many clothes that I need to get rid of. I also took off today because,
to do all that?
No. I have to watch the dogs. And I was just like, I don't want to get in trouble for not going into work since I have to go into work physically. So
I feel like that was a jab at me. Since I have to go and I feel like that was a jab at me since I have
no. It was a jab at like work life in general.
Work life balance.
Yes.
No. I mean, that's good that you were able to like donate your clothes. I feel like that's been something I've been trying to do for a long time. And honestly, too many clothes is just unnecessary. Like, I feel like back in the day when they were churning butter and such, like people had like 3 pairs of clothes and they were good. Like, I feel like this need to have like 16 pairs of shoes, 19 pairs of jeans, 31 headbands is honestly just overwhelming people. And just like, it's like that, like, what is it? Consumerism culture or whatever, where like companies just want to convince you need all that so you buy more. But that's honestly, I want to do that soon too, because it's overwhelming sometimes. But yeah. But I mean, I haven't really been doing much. I mean, I've been in Oakland. Oh, should I say that out loud? Yeah, whatever. I've been in Oakland, California for the past like month. So I recently came back, and from Oakland to where I live, there's a 3-hour time difference. So I thought that would be an issue. And I was ready to have like a whole Seinfeld bit, like, 3-hour time delays. But it honestly has not changed. Like, I'm fine, honestly.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. But yeah, other than that, there's something I do want to talk about, but I'll save it for another segment. So
bigger than what I have. I've done.
I mean, it depends, because if you don't care about this artist, people are gonna be like, all right, that's good for you. But
true, but it doesn't matter if you went to a concert or an event of something that you like. That's a big thing.
Oh, thank you for hyping me up, Josh. You're right. I should have more pride in the things I do. But I did want to talk about. All right, Moa, come to the front because I have a question for y'all. I'm very confused.
I forgot.
That does just sound like a regular, like, random person's name, low key.
It's literally Mona.
I think it's Moa, though. Maybe people pronounce it M-O-A. No, I think it's Moa.
I think it's Moa.
Okay. I was going to say, I seem like a fake Moa. Because I need y'all to answer for someone's sins. Oh, wait. Where's the background? All right. It looks so scary, like without the background. There we go. What the hell is this?
What I like is that you can see the black at the top of his head, like it's like a little outline.
Like SM Paint Photoshop, like what? So I was in Target, doing my usual, buying way too much stuff and garbage that I did not come for. And so I saunter over to the cereal aisle, and then all of a sudden I'm accosted by this poorly photoshopped young June next to the Cookie Crisp coyote. I don't even know, is that a coyote? I don't even think that's the original one. And yes, the interning was clearly interning, because I'm kind of confused as to how this is not something. This looks like a Wattpad cover. A Wattpad young June X the Cookie Crisp cookie.
The sad thing is that this probably has happened somewhere deep in Wattpad trenches. Someone is typing this up as we speak.
I mean, they have, I guess, because this looks like a legit Wattpad cover. And so I look around after I'm shaken and stirred and crying in the middle of the cereal aisle because I was this scared. I turn and I see additional covers that look even worse somehow.
What I hate is that, like, why are they both in the same position? At least give like variety.
Right? It looks like middle of choreo. But
yeah.
Like there was no, like they really just did the copy the subject and then pasted it onto the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and a Lucky Charms. Once again, give you the ones, you can still see the black lines around, like they didn't do any additional curating. So what's going on?
Bad. Like,
exactly.
I just don't understand.
Well, the thing is, usually when you Photoshop, I'm going to act like I'm a Photoshop expert, even though I'm also trash at Photoshop. But usually I feel like when you Photoshop something, you do like the copy the subject and paste it onto the new background. But then you additionally deal with the fact that the corners don't match, like the edges are like dark and they don't match up. You adjust the lighting on the subject so it looks like it's sharing the same lighting as the background, things like that. None of that was done, and somehow now it's like being mass pushed to thousands of targets across the United States. Hybe, what's going on? Did Hee Jin take all y'all's coins? Because this doesn't make any sense. This does not make any sense for a multi-million-dollar company. And then lastly, we have Sue Bennett on the tricks. I don't think HaeChan even had one. So
he's already been collected. So. It says collect all 6. So.
They're tricking you. They're just gonna make you keep collecting the other ones. But I don't know.
Giving what's it called? Death Note.
The picture.
Like Super just looks like L in the back, like turning. Kind of like hunched over.
I love how the Tricks rabbit is like has a crush on him and is admiring him, but he looks like he's not even in the same dimension.
Tsundere.
Oh, wait a second. Wattpad writers. There might be something here.
He's like, Tricks are for kids, but Subin is for me.
The closer I get to you. Imagine. Wait a second. Should we be the Wattpad artists that write this? Okay.
There's an audience for everything. So.
Apparently.
We'll find one for this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I was appalled when I saw this because I was telling you, Jazz, like, they obviously did this because it's like, oh, like a promotional thing. To some people, this is the first time they're seeing any of the TXT members. And they're seeing them in this scary ass Photoshop K-pop stan Twitter circa 2009 thing. And this is not going to appeal to anyone. This is goofy. Like, I'm so confused. Not his persona. You know, it's how banned. Just banned for a cute minute because absolutely not. Absolutely not. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Also, wait, so we know what mewing is, but we don't know what mogging is. I just want to, because there's young people in the chat, so maybe they can walk us through it.
Mogging is when you mew, but you... I don't know.
It's okay, Jasmine. We don't have to hurt ourselves. There's young people that can help us. All right, so when were you audition? Because you said that you knew somebody that played Roblox, or you watched somebody that plays
I watched
Roblox,
somebody.
and that's how you found about mewing?
Like, I've heard of it, and then I found out what it actually meant through that. You know.
So how long
like
do you mew a day?
I don't, because as we discussed earlier, I feel like it makes you uglier. So I will not partake in that.
You hear that, mewologist? She's coming for your theory and
yeah.
lore.
I don't have that.
The thing is, I heard that it was part of the whole like looks maxing thing where like people are trying to look as fast. And that whole genre of internet scares me because I feel like, I don't know, it gets kind of scary sometimes. But like, I just thought the concept of it, because it kind of reminds me of like, when I first got into K-pop and like started learning about like K-beauty and stuff like that, I remember they were like, Korea was like really big on like weird devices that are supposed to make you more beautiful without the plastic surgery. So one was like a chin strap that you put under your chin and then connect to your ears, and it's supposed to like give you a smaller jawline. And one was literally a nose roller that you would roll on your nose to make it small, which is kind of like, is that not what the rollers?
I don't think that's technically what you're supposed to do with those rollers. I think I was watching something where it's like, that's not what this is for, but people keep doing it anyway.
Oh, okay. Because that just, I mean, I guess from a very rudimentary, like, oh, if I roll over something enough times, it will shape it. But I'm like, this seems kind of fake. But yeah, that's what mewing was giving me, like those like devices where it's like, I guess it could work maybe, but it just seems so extreme.
Wait, I think I also saw a video. Was it Curtis Connor? Somebody made a video on like trying them, like different devices out. I also saw something like that.
Oh, like the current devices?
Yeah, like looks maxing. So that's how I've heard that term, because I never heard of that outside of that. I don't know who it was. It was like one of those commentator like YouTubers.
That seems like actually that seems like a pretty interesting video idea. But I feel like a lot of it is like the trick is, or like how they get you is that, oh, you know, if you do it and you don't see any results, well, you're supposed to do it for like a long time. So like you haven't done enough if you don't see any results, which is like, I feel like the skincare scam in general, honestly, like they can just say, oh, it doesn't work. It's because you haven't done it for 2 years yet. Like, yeah, it's a mess. Tal says mogging is the slay and mewing is the effect the slay creates. And people of my extensive TikTok hours are anything to go by.
Oh, it was Curtis Connor that did a whole entire I tried looks maxing.
Oh gosh. Wait, was this recent?
4 months ago.
Oh damn. I haven't watched it in a while, so I'm not surprised I missed that. I have to check that one out. Okay, so mogging. But what is the slay? So it's serving while mewing, or it's your ability to serve post mutification. So am I mogging? So you do
now? Mewing so that you can mog.
Am I mogging now?
You look scared. Well, now you look confused.
Am I
you look scared and confused.
Okay, maybe it's for the youth, because you know I think my face is just
I think it should be deleted. I don't understand.
That's a good point. It shouldn't be for anyone. Oh wait, I believe mocking comes before the mewing.
What? Wait, okay, so now it's before, so it's not the slay. You're not, it's the opposite? Like, is it like when you mog, you should start mewing? What? So you don't mog anymore.
Oh wait, mogging's good or bad?
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. I was like, how does mogging come before mewing? I thought the mewing was the thing to fix your problems.
Are you trying to fix your mog by mewing?
Like it's your Riz.
Okay.
You know,
Riz. We're never beating the aunt's allegation.
Riz.
Welcome to
the aunt. If Taemin can sing about it, I can do it too. I can talk about it.
Wait, Andre says, yeah, you mog to get the view.
Wait. Okay.
I think we're being trolled
now.
Right
I'm so confused. Wait. What is mogging? Wait.
Hwaseng says, what in the world is this conversation? I'm trying to figure it out, okay? I'm trying to figure out if I need to mew and mog, if I need to have a daily mew or a daily mog, you know? Just keep up with the Joneses, okay? Leanne says, mogging and mewing, blueberry milk, strawberry girl. I used to think I was fluent in English. And then TikTok happened. True.
Yeah.
True.
Well, not even TikTok. It's like that generation. Was it Gen Alpha? I'm like, what in the world? They're speaking like a whole different language.
Oh my God, I thought this was Gen Z language.
Is this Gen Z? I don't know what Gen is what anymore.
Well, Gen Alphas are literally like children. Like they're like
which is why I thought, like,
kindergarten.
is it not Gen Alpha? Like, aren't they the ones like speaking like this and like teachers don't know what the heck they're saying?
Who does Gen Alpha need to look smacks for? They're 12.
That's because they're on TikTok and that's what they
Oh
see.
my gosh.
I think it's like Gen Alpha watching Gen Z, and then it's probably both of them, to be honest.
I'm scared.
I don't know. I'm old. I don't know anything anymore. Like, I'm confused.
All right. Well, everyone,
Wait.
What?
Urban Dictionary. Did I click it? Wait, where'd it go? Literally, there we go. Urban Dictionary defines mocking as when a woman effortlessly and savagely uses.
What?
I didn't read that.
I'm ready to go. Wait, why is this? What does that have to do with mewing then? Okay, I'm tired. My brain broke. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be dusty. I don't care. One foot in the grave. Okay,
Jen is the ample.
Like why? So you can't be an A cup and mog? How dare you? That seems exclusionary.
I was not expecting that. I thought it was gonna be a real. I mean, I guess that is a real definition. I don't know.
I don't even know. I'm so confused. Okay, everyone's saying they don't even know what mogging is, so maybe it is just TikTok brain rot.
Yes.
Okay, sorry guys. Let me do that conversation. But you know, we can move on to the first topic of the day, which I mean, I feel like I would rather be on this topic of mewing and mogging than this next topic, if I'm being quite honest. But, you know, I thought we should talk about it since it seemed very like, I don't know, confusing, but also kind of, I guess, like pertinent to the, like, I feel like it would be weird if we didn't talk about it. So, of course, I'm talking about the fact that this week, Johnny and HaeChan. Okay, so like I don't even want to say this because I don't want video of me speaking about this because it's so weird and wild. Rumors. I'll just put rumors because I don't want, you know. Okay, there we go. So that actually makes it seem like they're dating. But anyway,
that's what I thought. Let me tell you, when I saw that on Reddit, I was like, "What rumors are they like dating?" I don't know why.
I mean, the way, because I feel like no one wants to say what they're accused of because it was so insane.
Yeah.
That like people are just they're like the Johnny and HaeChan thing, and then it comes off even more like what the heck. So the first time I found out of this was when it was essentially being resolved, I guess you could say, because SM addressed the rumors. So recently, I think it was actually might have been today, SM denied rumors that HaeChan and Johnny were allegedly involved in what seems to be the accusations were, I believe, drug, prostitution, and other just really out of this world content. They're apparently being accused of participating on that kind of stuff online. And so SM, you know, nipped the rumors in the bud and said that, you know, they checked in with the guys. They have nothing to do with this, and that everything is like, you know, malicious libel, false, groundless, and that they're going to kind of like be, you know, giving the appropriate punishment for people spreading this information. So then I had to backtrack and see what the heck they were talking about. So apparently, and I'm getting this from Asian Junkie, by the way. Asian Junkie has a really good write-up that breaks down this whole situation, but I'm just going to go through it for those of you guys who haven't heard about this situation. Apparently, this all started when a Twitter account called @Kira_CEO_main tweeted out about how, I don't even want to say this with my mouth. How do I say? basically they tweeted that Johnny and HaeChan and 3 Japanese women had a time together. That's what I'll say. They had a little situation, a rambunctious night of passion together. I really don't want this on the internet. And so the reason why this person is saying, like, has any room to speak on it is that apparently they are like a big name in Japanese nightlife. And so they actually help facilitate connections between women seeking work in host bars and top tier clients, right? So they would kind of be in the know of like those kind of situations are going on. And so when this person first tweeted it out, they tweeted it with evidence that a lot of people are saying is pretty damning. So I'm going to skip to this. So some of the evidence includes the girls that they participated in this act with posting a hotel room key. And I guess people, did their digging and found out that the hotel room key was for a hotel that HaeChan did a live stream in earlier. There's a picture of the alleged like room that they stayed in that night, and you can see like, oh, like there's glasses and things like that. And then there's another picture of Sasangs, that's the one on the left, waiting outside their room, like their hotel, like the boys' hotel. And then, so I'm gonna stick to that first. And so like, oops, no! So the captions, okay, so the captions give more like what they're saying in the Japanese text, it's kind of explicit, so I don't want to say it. But it's basically, them freaking out about the fact that, oh, we're going to do the deed with Johnny and HaeChan. Like, I'm freaking out. This is so crazy because allegedly they're actually fans of NCT. So this is like a big deal for them or whatever. And so when the @Kira_CEO_main posts this, they quickly delete it. And they say in a follow-up tweet that they were requested to delete it. And I believe they're insinuating that they were requested to delete it by like either HaeChan or Johnny or SM. But I really, with this translation, it's a Google translation, y'all. So like, I'm not really 100% sure. But yeah. But like with all these captions alone and these videos, a lot of people were like, oh, this is very believable. And they start running with it. They're starting saying, is it drugs? Is it prostitution? Blah, blah. One of the women named Miu posted a text conversation between her and Johnny allegedly, where basically, I guess after this happened, she was like, oh, let's have fun next time. And she asked him when he's going to be in Japan next, because this all took place in Japan. And he says March 8th. And apparently they did fly to Japan March 8th for a concert. They had March 9th. And then in the actual official statement that SM made debunking this, they also mentioned that Heechul has nothing to do with it. And so essentially Heechul from from Suju got involved because one of the women, Rio, who's part of this whole thing, there was proof that she had previously posted about meeting up with Heechul and drinking with him. So this is Heechul in the red sweatshirt, and this was from, I guess, her Instagram or her story or something like that. So it was like, oh, Heechul must have had a hand in setting this whole situation up. Now, Heechul denies this, and he did a very specific denial on Rebubble. Somebody had asked him about the situation, and he said, I've been keeping an eye on it. I'm worried I'll cause an incident on Instagram again. So I've just been talking to the company. I'm going to give out a brief statement here in case you guys will be worried or disappointed. I've never met nor had a meal or drunk with any of the company's juniors outside of work before. I don't even have their contact numbers. So he says that, and people were like, and they like bring out proofs of him talking about meeting up with people like NCT's Jaehyun, GOT7 Sookyum, Chao Eun-woo from Astro, and drinking together, and talked about texting Baekhyun, which shows that like he has hung out and drunk with juniors before or whatever. So that's like a flimsy thing to say. So like I said, SM denies them participating in all this, but apparently one of the girls, Rio, did a live stream and she kind of addressed the situation. She was like, well, but in, like, I guess in summation, she basically was like, well, I know that some of the stuff that's coming out is true, some of it's not. She denied the drugs and prostitution aspect because she said that no money was exchanged for the actual act that was done. But she also said, you know, SM says that it's a lie, so you guys are free to believe whoever you want to believe or whatever. So I don't know. What do you think? This is insane, like so insane. But what do you think?
I don't know. Part of me is like, why say any of this out loud? Like, what do you get from this?
I mean,
like, if it's true, like, cool. Like, I still don't understand. Like, what do you get out of airing this unless you hate this person?
I mean, I agree, because I was gonna say it seems like bragging rights because from the write-up, the Asian Junkie write-up, and from what I'm seeing, a lot of what they said, like the captions and a lot of these like IG story things, it seems like they're like fans and they were like freaking out about the so maybe it was like bragging rights, like, oh my god, like I'm literally like, even apparently this last one on the left here with the pictures with the saw sayings, it's like, oh, like the caption is, hold on, I'll blank out, it's kind of vulgar, but it's like, oh, love to see it, I'm really sorry, but while you guys were waiting here, I had Johnny and HaeChan blank 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 blank, sorry. So it seemed like it was maybe an ego stroke, or to be like, I'm kissing and hugging your oppas type Hansel Hee moment.
When
But
was this posted?
when was it posted?
Like, where? Like, how are people finding this?
So apparently this was originally these screenshots were posted to the women that were involved social media, but how we got them was due to this Kira underscore CEO underscore main person posting it to Twitter. So they took it from these girls' social media. So it seemed like that person was the one who started it all, and then the girls were just like, well, if y'all gonna drag me, I might as well, you know. But I would imagine that they were largely unknown. So even if they were posting this to their social media at the time, nobody cared because nobody knew who they were or to look on their like story and stuff. So stop. Not let men have consensual vibes. That's the thing. That was a big thing that I saw a lot, where people were like, well, if everyone agrees that there was no drugs and no actual prostitution involved, all we now have is young, like, you know, these male idols getting freaky in Japan, which again, as long as it's not actual prostitution and it seems like the girls were down, like what are we really doing? Like, is this really image tarnishing? You know, but at the same time, SM saying that it was all fake. Is there anything, are they helping or hurting if it is like a lie, you know, that it was fake?
I don't know. This whole thing is like weird. Like, that's all I can say.
That's kind of true. I mean,
like, I just
hold on for a second. I have to close my window. Sorry, what was that?
I don't know. I just like, I just think it's just weird. Like, I don't see like why you would post anything about, like, I find it weird. I guess it's weird to like be like, here's an NDA before you like sleep with someone, but like, I would be like, don't be posting this everywhere and then bragging about it.
Yeah, that's, I mean, it's kind of sad. Oh my god, they're sympathetic victim. They're the victims in this, because it is like, I mean, this is a very natural, okay, maybe not the 5 people, but like
was it 5 people?
That's the idea, that it was like 5 of them together simultaneously. So I think that's one of the reasons why people are a bit gagged and gooped, because they're like, oh, stop. I hate this.
Because now I'm like, oh god. Oh, continue, sorry.
There was like a meme. Okay, guys, I know this is inappropriate. there's like a meme when people were like, there was 5 people and people were trying to diagram how it went down because 5 people is so many. So people were using stick figures. It's actually
It's not that hard. Okay, I don't know. Stick figures, why?
a mess. But yeah, I was like, this is such a like awkward because like it's just like I feel like it just was nobody's business. If nothing actual illegal or shady was happening, it was just nobody's business. And now we know something that we
That I
did not
didn't
need
know.
to know. I did
And now I'm
not ever
questioning
want
everybody. I'm questioning every idol, every famous person. I'm like, what are y'all doing when you go to Japan? Like, what's happening there?
Exactly.
Who's in your hotel room?
It's but I'm just like, I don't want to know though. I don't want to even
Yeah, I
know.
don't.
But now it's just like, oh God. And I'm sure people are gonna comment something about this from now on in any article about HaeChan or Johnny. So that
It
kind of
doesn't help that I find like when I think of HaeChan, I think of him as like since I feel like we've seen him grow up. So that was like I hear this and I'm like,
yeah.
HaeChan?
That's an extra reason why I
child.
don't want to know about this.
What's
Like,
happening?
stop. How boring must it be for them to struggle comprehending? Stop. Oh my God. I think for some people it was a funny meme. But then when people started to be like, oh, it's like prostitution, drugs, this like shady thing, then people are like, okay, now it's not a joke anymore. So this is actually, we have to get SM involved and stuff like that. But yeah, either way, like, why do I know this? Can I unknow this? Is it too late?
I feel like this year is like finding out stuff that I don't need to know.
True.
Like, there's so many things. I think I'm just like, wow, whoa, okay.
But
Just send them to jail or keep that away from me, please. I did not need to know.
That's so true. Oh my God, please. But yeah, so that's it, I think, for the most part. I mean, apparently the girls are just like, whatever. Yeah, I kissed and hugged your oppas. But for the most part, it doesn't really seem like there's much going on. I mean, watch something crazy come out of this, like right after we wrap up. Because, but like, I think pretty much it's just like, yeah, they're just gonna go denying it and, you know, saying they're gonna sue anyone who like tries to keep spreading the story, which is fair. All right, then moving on to the next topic. So as y'all know, Jin is being released from jail on June 12th, which is so good for him. But in trying to like do something good for his fans, it ended up with him kind of getting dragged. And I just realized I don't have a picture for this. So we might have to pull one of these and just do it face to face. Jin post-military hug event. All right. So some of y'all might have already known, but essentially Jin, who's getting released from the army on June 12th, shocked fans, or maybe not shocked fans, but a lot of fans were excited that in celebration of him being released, that makes it really easy, but he's getting released from jail, him finishing up his military service, and the fact that June is BTS Festa, which is how they celebrate their anniversary every year. And actually quite sad because for the first time, all of them are basically in, you know, not there to celebrate it pretty much because they're all doing their, you know, military service, except Jin, he'll be out. So in order to kind of commemorate this, he's going to do a special event, an in-person event at Seoul's Jamsil Arena on June 13th. And so basically fans can enter a raffle for the event, and any fan that wins will have a chance to share a light hug or a handshake with Jin, depending on their preference. So if you don't want to actually hug him, then you can just do a handshake. And it's going to be 1,000 people. So he better be, you know, up in the gym working on his.
That's light.
He's like,
little
all right.
All
right.
Like a little tap from a distance. It's like, there you go.
Imagine.
Stay over there.
Little head tap. There you go. Go on there right now. But yeah, so a lot of people were excited. People were like, oh my God, unprecedented. This is insane, blah, blah, blah. But during the announcement, or the first announcement, Big Hit made a statement that said the 2024 Festa in-person event with Jin will be held for the We Shop global purchases of albums, including solo albums released after Proof, and more details on the event will be provided in a separate notice. So essentially, it's not just like, you can just enter your name. There's an album purchasing aspect of it, right? So that's all we know for now. However, they came out with more details, and essentially a lot of people were mad because it started to really seem like a cash grab. So first of all, which I actually didn't think it was that bad, but anyone who wants to participate has to be a part of like the official Army fan club. And during the application period, so the application period for this event, they must purchase all albums released after Proof, including the anthology version, through the Weverse shop to qualify. So essentially, between the time, which I think was June 2nd to June 6th, you have to purchase every single album that was released by any BTS entity post Proof. And if you already had purchased, this is at the time, this is the interpretation, even if you already had purchased it, if you want an actual like entry to count, you have to repurchase it during that period. So if you already had these albums, the interpretation was that you would have to repurchase them during this period through the Weave. And if you didn't purchase them through the Weaver shop, you would have to do that to have anything count towards this event. This one I didn't really get. It said for every album ordered from the Weaver shop during the event period from the 2nd to the 6th, an automatic entry would be granted based on total quantity order, not the number of ordered. Or wait, total quantity ordered, not the number of orders. So I don't know. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure, like, if it's like not the number ordered.
I guess you can't be put in more than once, saying.
So you only get one entry for all the albums you buy.
Yeah, like if you bought multiple of those albums to get like different album covers or whatever, you're still only going to be once.
Oh,
put in, I'm guessing.
Insane. And then a lot of people pointed out, this is technically, it's a BTS Festa event, but it's a Jin event because like you're only seeing Jin. So many pointed out that prior to Jin's enlistment, he only released a single solo album, The Astronaut, and their remaining albums that would be post Proof are other members' solo albums. So some people are like, so in order to get into a Jin event, I have to be purchasing a bunch of non-Jin albums. That doesn't make a lot of sense. So people were pissed at Hybe. They're like, Hee Jin was right. No, I'm just kidding. But they were like really mad at Hybe. They felt like this was too much. And so Big Hit, I should say, feeling the pressure, followed up and clarified, we will revise the criteria to include both those who purchased after the offline event notice was posted on the Weaver shop detail page and those who had previously purchased albums from the Weaver shop. We will carefully discuss and announce the detailed plan as soon as possible. So it seems like they backtracked a bit and they're saying, okay, even if you didn't purchase the albums between the 2nd to the 6th, you can still have an entry. But obviously they only did this after the pressure. Now, I do want to say, I don't think this is an unheard of event, but it's his first event post the Army. He's gonna have to hug 1,000 people. Do we think this might be a way to kind of thin the herd a bit, and a legitimate way to thin the herd, because only 1,000 people can get in anyway. You want to make sure it's the quote unquote most deserving. So do you think that there's any, I guess, maybe argument that having such strict and complicated and specific deadlines is kind of pro-Jin in order to make sure? Okay.
I'm going to be honest.
What are you
I feel like that's going to invite more crazy people, because I feel like crazy people are the ones that will actually repurchase all these albums. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like if you got it from Amazon, does that mean you have to like go back on Weverse to then purchase it again? Like, no, I feel like average people would not do that. And I think there are sane people, obviously, that will do it. But I feel like that's also inviting people that are not completely like there to do it. Like, it just seems like that's such an extreme rule. Like, there are extreme rules that I don't think average people or average fans would be willing to do, like, go through. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I feel like there's a better way as well. Like, I just don't think this is the way. It sounds like they want more money. And they're like, all right, maybe this can thin their herd or whatever as well. But we want more money. So, like, let's make sure that they're buying every album again. Like, it doesn't, I don't know.
They're trying to
greedy.
save up coins so they can be able to pay to fire Min Hee Jin. Because that 14 million is not going to come from nowhere. Oh,
I mean, that's a lot of money. So they're probably like, all right, bet we'll get you out. Like, we're finding ways. Jin's coming back. Hug 1,000 people. Jin. I know you don't want to touch anybody after you come back, but you're going to have to because we need to get her out. You want to have your career solid. You don't want Hybe to go away. Hug 1,000 people.
They said,
be prepared.
Now you're back. Get to work.
That's another thing. I'm like, if I came back from the army after 18 months of hard labor,
true. Oh my god!
And you're telling me I gotta hug 1,000 people that I don't know personally. Like, no, I'm not gonna. I don't want to do that. I want to go home.
Yeah,
and I want to relax.
Yeah,
I want to
and to be fair, I don't want to take his autonomy away from him because maybe he's like, oh my god, I want to do this for armies. I miss you guys so much. But at the same time, I feel like maybe that's when like a higher up intervenes and it's like, how about we let you relax first and then you can do the event? Because I feel like, you know, there are ways that idols can overwork themselves or overdo it because they do love their fans so much and they want to show appreciation. That's where you get some of those parasocial relationships where it's like they're just trying to be like a good idol, but then that conversely accidentally plays into parasocialness and it can be dangerous. But like, yeah, that kind of seems like such an like right after you get discharged, don't you want to hang out with your family?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Do anything that isn't that. Yeah. Like, I would record a video. I'd be like, all right, I'll sing a song, maybe a two. Like, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But like, I'm not hugging 1,000 people. That's for sure. You're not seeing me in person. I'm gone. I'm home.
Yeah, that is a lot. But I also think he probably feels like maybe he has to go the extra effort because he'll be the only person like physically like there, like out of the army during this period.
You
so
understand, don't feel that pressure. Like, no. You shouldn't have to. I feel bad if he does, but like you should not.
Yeah. Andre makes a good point. How many albums have come out since
2 RM albums?
Yeah, I was gonna say
3, 4, 5, 6.
6?
Because I feel like they all no. Sorry, I was like, because 2 for RM. Suga. Did Suga come? Yeah, no, he did. Right? Jungkook. V. Oh wait, V. Did he have 2? Or just 1?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Was Friends just a single?
Maybe. Yes? No? Let me see. The BTS discography doesn't have all their individual music. But Proof came out in June 10, 2022. So that's like 2 years of albums. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like it's too much, and like,
and it's not it's probably full price too. It's probably like $30.
Yeah. And I feel like not to be shady because I know like we want to be like 7 strong, but like if I'm trying to see Jin, why do I have to buy Jungkook's album? Like if I'm trying to see, like I know the assumption is that it's OT7, you know, it's technically an event for Festa, not just for Jin. But it's like, well, there's some people who won't care about this because it's not Jungkook, or not that they don't care about this, but they want to give, you know, a better chance to like a Jin bias to be able to see it. Like, why would you take that spot? And now the Jin bias has to go back and buy all these albums they did not want to buy for a reason, or they don't want to buy again. Like, the fact that they were trying to make you buy it again is actually a madness.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, there should be like a way to input the album that you already bought. Like, I feel like I shouldn't have to do that again. It's like,
yeah.
I mean, why make it available in Target if you're gonna make me go
exactly.
to afterwards?
Sir, no. And I think it's funny because the fact that they backtracked and then they were like, oh yeah, we'll revise it, so even if you bought the album before, you know, June 2nd, or, you know, it wasn't during the period, it will count, which makes me feel like you guys always had that technology, so you really were trying to play in these people's faces and just make them buy more albums for no reason. Yeah. And I'm glad that they put their foot down and they weren't just like, yes, if it's for Big Hit and BTS we'll do it. They were like, no, that's some clownery. That's some foolishness. I don't know. And I feel like it's interesting time to do something like that, because obviously with the whole Hee Jin versus Hybe has had some, like, you know, a lot of people kind of start looking at them funny. And so something like this is just going to add to that. So it was not the time to do something like this. Especially since Festa is literally a event to celebrate, you know, ARMY and BTS and their bond. And you do that by trying to take advantage of them.
Yeah.
Sick. A mess. Anyway, that's all I had for that.
I don't know. Their revision I feel like their revision didn't help anything to me. The whole thing, it sounded like they should have revised it, just be like, we were joking. Just enter the contest and we'll figure it out. Like, not, oh yeah, sorry, no, we'll extend the dates. All right. Like, no, that's not the problem. The problem's like, I gotta buy these things again.
Yeah, the fact that they even tried to pull that is pretty crazy. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I think in K-pop, like, I love K-pop, and I think a lot of the things that, companies have like created in terms of just like fan and like idol interaction are really cool. But yeah, it can't be denied like how much like people take advantage of the fact that people really love these idols. And like, not only just for like this event, but like there's other different, I don't know how you get into a fan call, but I imagine it's very similar. Where it's like, maybe it's not like implied the more you buy, the better chance you have, but it basically just like shapes out that way. And like super expensive concert tickets and stuff like that. It's just like, I don't know. It just makes it sometimes tiring to be a fan, because it's just like everyone wants all the money you have.
That's why I never call myself like the actual fandom name, because I'm like, I don't think I have that vigor, that drive. Like, it's just not in me. Nope.
Same. But yeah. Oh, you know, this is a good point. This seems like a lot for a hug event. Why not sell tickets? Honestly. Yeah. I think they really want the most, like, I mean, I definitely think it was a money grab, but I also think it was like, we want the most dedicated, like, ARMY to be able to hug him and stuff. Yeah. But then it just kind of flips out to be the ARMY with the most money, which is not necessarily the most dedicated. I don't know. All right, y'all. So that's all I had. Did you want to talk about Hee Jin's situation before we move on, or did you want to save that for open bar?
We could talk about an open bar, because I feel like there's not much that's happened other than last week's lawsuit. I don't even know what it was. An injunction? What was she doing? I forgot. I don't know what it was called. She did something and then she won. There you go.
And then she wore like a Gucci shirt to her second press conference.
Oh, did she? I didn't watch her press conference. I didn't even look at it. I just assumed she was wearing. That's why I wore this. I was like, "Ooh, this is giving."
Oh my god! Not you getting into the Hee Jin core. Okay.
This is not what she was wearing, and she moved on to like more expensive stuff. Am I supposed to like?
Yeah, she's Gucci girl. Oh, one thing that I didn't remember that came out of there was that people were mad because she basically was like, I was able to do
Oh,
with New Jeans in 2 years what it takes boy groups 5 to 7 years to do, and
she was
people
like,
felt
"Are you thinking? Like, did
I
you not?
that's
Did
why
you not see the money that was given to you
but
from
I
the boy
feel like
group?"
she's a troll. I mean, the whole thing was that she's like, well, I guess we could just get into it. For those of you who didn't see, she's basically, filed that injunction so they can't fire her while they're actually going through like the proper court case of what they're accusing her for. And so essentially was like if they want to fire her, they have to pay her like $14 million and like extra stuff, but they're able to fire like the other people out of door. So it's like essentially it's still like not great for her or whatever. And so she did a press conference because that is still a win technically for her because they can't fire her. But like I feel like because they know they can't fire her, essentially she's just like, and another thing, like, because I like, as much as people are on her side on YouTube, blah blah, she has to be trolling. That was clearly a shot at BTS, and it did what it needed to do because y'all were mad. Like, there were a lot of ARMY that were pissed about that and pissed about it because it was basically one comparing New Jeans success to ARMY success, and then or BTS success, or a 5 to 7 year girl boy group or whatever, what she said. But then also kind of ignoring that, like, part of the reason why you had the funds to make New Jeans popular is because of BTS. So yes.
Yeah, I forgot about that. As soon as I saw that, I was like, "Girl, no, what is this? This can't be real."
She's a mess, but okay, maybe it's because I live for the drama myself. But I was like, girl, and what else? Like, I was just like, I
She's
was sad.
brave because I feel like I'd be scared. I'd have like
Yeah,
Secret Service around me 24/7 after saying that statement because I
yeah,
feel like someone would snipe me.
yeah.
Like I'd just be sitting in my room, red dot, and I'd be like, "No, I
Yeah.
was kidding. I was just trying to start drama."
It was a goof. Yeah, but I feel like she doesn't care and she loves the idea of trolling. Like, I feel like a lot of her stuff has been like a troll. Like, it's just like, and another thing. But I thought that was particularly interesting because, yeah, I'm not involved. I'm not saying that. I don't believe that. I do think it's a bit delusional. But it's interesting to see what the reaction was. Because okay, guys, tell me the truth. Because I know, okay, I'm an ARMY, point period. I love the boys. I was in the trench. I always have to do this every time I say something. I was in the trenches. Okay, I started studying them 2016. So, but what I thought was kind of interesting, walk with me, don't run with me. All right, walk with me. Was that to me, when she said that, and it was clearly a jab at BTS, and it was clearly a jab at the way that New Jeans was able to get success so quickly and do certain things that BTS hasn't even done yet, or never could technically, because like debut singles on the charts or whatever, like that kind of thing, on the Billboard charts and stuff, or just like their success, quick success. The way that a lot of people were like, well, you're saying that, but the reason you were able to do it so quickly, I think 2 reasons. Obviously, social media brings things together. We saw how what TikTok did for both 50/50 and New Jeans OMG. But also the fact that the clout that they got from Hybe, the money they got from Hybe, like the direct money in this case, but also like the clout, the association, was a result of BTS paving the way. Does this not? Now, I know it's different because they were direct descendants of BTS, but does this not give you reminders of the conversations that were had when BTS was getting popular and earlier groups were like, hey, they might be getting popular at a rapid rate. They might be doing stuff that people have never done before, but know that the previous second gen groups helped bring people into K-pop, helped make K-pop popular in a way that benefited not just BTS, but any group that would come after them.
Let me tell
Can
you,
we not make that
I have
correlation?
had this thought. Like, let me tell you, I definitely sat down and was like, how the tables have turned. But I was like, but I don't want to say that out loud, but I've already done it. So like, yeah, I do agree. I do. Because like, I don't know. When I saw someone say like, oh, but like that's BTS, they like paved the way. I was like, this is karma. You do know this. Because not even karma, because it should not be happening at all. Like this type of like these insinuations. But like it's just like now you know what it feels like when people are like saying, yeah, but they did this without like this. And it's like that's not, you can't just say that. Like there are other people before your group got popular. And while they did not reach the level of fame that your group did, they still like they gave you like the stepping stones to that area. And it's kind of disrespectful to just be like, well, Wonder Girls, well, where are they now? It's like, well, okay, they still were popular at one point and they still did something that was not done before. So it's just weird.
Yeah, I feel like that's such a great way to put it too, like just being able to see how it feels. Because I think at the same time, Hee Jin is being delusional to just completely cut that out the conversation. But similarly, certain people that were fans of BTS who were cutting out what previous idols done just because BTS was huge, y'all were also being delusional. Like, you know, it's the same thing. Like and also in the same way, New Jeans has done stuff that is like unique and revolutionary. And I do think if they keep going, there's a chance that they'll be a more globally accepted group than even BTS. Like, but that's because when they debuted, well, the resources they got that BTS didn't get when they debuted, they didn't have to start as far back as BTS did because they got to debut in a like K-pop environment where K-pop's already global. K-pop, you know, people are used to hearing K-pop and seeing K-pop records and like they're still like international fans, stuff like that. So it was easier for them. But in the same way, BTS got to debut in an environment that was different than second gen groups who they blew past. So it's just like, I hope it's just a bit eye-opening. Not to say anyone needs, because again, I do think Hee Jin needs to give BTS their props, but it is interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry, Army.
It's funny because I was like, I forgot I thought about that one day. I was like, ooh.
Stop now.
I just live for drama, and I'm sorry. No one deserves to feel like their faves are being ignored or whatever.
Exactly. That actually brings me to not really. I mean, should we just do the shoe minute first? Because I was going to talk about the whole Red Velvet Joy thing.
Sure.
Yeah. So next up, y'all, is the shoe minute. Oh, wait. Where's the music? A good song.
I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend.
Oh, wait. Do I have an opening for this?
I'm not your
boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. All right. Why does it always replay so quickly? All right. What did Chumin do?
He's MCing.
Oh, where at?
The May each week. Each week I'm like, I still don't know what this show is called. Oh no, it is okay. It's called Make Mate.
Oh, is it?
I think it's just I don't know. It's a global idol debut project. But he's MCing. One of the things that he said though, I was like looking at his Twitter. One thing that he said, he was like, if you're 15 years old, you're 20 years apart from me, right? And people were like, no. And I was like, wait. That's real.
No, it isn't. I quit. No. Stop. No. Well, no, because he's Korean age. Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, he's almost 45.
14, 15, it's all the same.
I'm like, scared.
It's more than a decade. I was like, what in the world?
No, because I'm confused, because how is Xiumin 34, but I'm still 22? and we were only born 4 years apart. Like, that doesn't make any sense. He must be lying.
What is this? You're old. We're all old.
I am 23.
We already discussed this when we couldn't even tell what mogging versus mewing was. Who are we?
Listen, that is not, oh my God. 20. Because he didn't even say 10, he said 20. Okay, well, this is the last episode of the podcast because I realized I am a fossil, and therefore fossils have no business in embryos, business. So this is our last.
Yeah. I was like, sir, how are you that much older? That doesn't make any sense. I had to do math for a second. I was like, no, you're not. So when the crowd said no, I was like, yeah, no, wait, no.
I hate it here on planet Earth.
I'm old. I thought he was my age for a second. I was like, that doesn't add up.
Honestly, though, I do get gaggy on it a lot because I remember I was watching this one thing, or I was reading something about G-Min, and like it was like G-Min 28. I was like, because I remember when he was like 22, like 23, like that's what's like in my brain. That age is like, and so I was like, so even like Jenny Ruby Jane, like she's like 28 now too, and I'm like, wait, because she actually looks like 20. Like, she looks very young, but like, when did this happen?
When did I age?
Exactly.
So after 2020, I swear I was still the age that I am right now.
It's actually 25. So. Oh my
I'm
God.
25 years old.
I'm Jessica's age when she was booted from SNSD. Imagine. Oh my God.
Oh wait, how old was she when she was booted?
She was booted in 2014. I think she was born in 1989, so that would have been 25. Okay, youthful, Tao, but also, dang, yeah. That must have been so hard.
It's such a specific person.
That's so scary. Not anyone know about good nursing homes.
I live by so many. I'll move down here.
Now you having options. Wait a second.
There's so many. I was like talking to my dad recently and was like, why are there so many old folks homes here?
They're waiting for you, Jazz. They're like, you got
There's like 5 of them within a 15-minute radius.
Oh no.
It doesn't make any sense. I'm like, do old people move here? I'm confused.
Stop, guys. This is crazy. When did we become ancient artifacts? No, I was thinking though about how, like, remember when we were in like college and anytime we wanted to signify like, oh, some not the immediate no. When we wanted to signify, I feel like I did this a lot. Anytime I wanted to signify, oh, that guy's too old. Like if it was like an old guy like trying to hit on somebody, or like an old guy at the party or something like that. I'd be like, oh my God, this uncle is 30.
Now you're that uncle.
I'm the uncle now.
Oh gosh.
Stop. I feel so bad. I'm like, whoa, girl, you are out of pocket for that. Like, calm down.
Uncle. He's only like 2 years older than you.
Okay, but the thing is, when it is like legit uncles, like those like older guys, like there's this really funny TikTok I saw where this guy was like, oh, the 30-year-old at the college bar. And it was like him like trying to like be like, oh yeah, you're such a baby. You're such a baby. And he was like saying that to like a 21-year-old or whatever.
I hate when people talk like that. You don't understand the world. You don't understand the world. Obviously, you wouldn't talk to me like that.
Exactly. Period. Why are you here if I don't understand the world? But she was like, oh, like they're at the bar, and she was like, oh, I'm 20. And he's like, you shouldn't be in here. You shouldn't be in here. Someone get her. No, I'm just playing. You shouldn't be though. Like you should be actually trying to get like this baby
escorting her out.
Exactly.
Get the security. Is how'd she get in?
But yeah, so it's just like those are the uncles I slay. But I'm like, ew, uncle. But I'm like, okay, well, I'm also an uncle, I guess. There's just something that hits about uncle. I don't know.
It just makes you feel way older.
Unk. Yeah, exactly. I was 21 when Jessica got booted. Oh my God. Same. Or I might have been, I was 20.
Oh.
We were 20.
Oh. I forgot what year you said, so I was like, first of all, for some reason, I mean, I guess that makes sense. For some reason, I thought it was younger.
Oh, and Jessica got booed? I mean, it was really
Yeah.
long ago.
Yeah, it just feels like years ago. Well, I guess it was years ago.
Well, is there anything
years.
that doesn't really feel like years ago, but when you think about it, it really was years ago in
A
the
lot of
sphere of
things with
K-pop?
EXO.
Yeah, that's so true.
There's so many things that I look at recently that I was like, wait, 2017? How? Where the years go?
And 2017 still to me doesn't seem that long ago. And then I have to remind myself that was like 7 years ago,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Ugh.
It sucks though, because I think a lot of the times where I'm like, yeah, and then remember the time that EXO, blah, 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 or like when people make those like lists or whatever, like best person to blah, 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 and like none of like EXO or the older generation is on it. And I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
I think that's why I went down a rabbit hole of EXO, because I was like, why is nobody acknowledged that EXO exists? Like, I think I was looking at like, oh, the top people of the third generation, and the third generation, and I was like, first of all, how is EXO not in this list when they were like for majority of this? Like, it was like the top 5 or something. I don't think they were there. I was like, make this make sense to me, because literally the first half was EXO. We can't just make it seem like they just didn't do anything. Like, I get it, BTS got bigger, but EXO was there for so long. Who did
they put on the list then?
It was like EXO, not EXO, BTS, Blackpink, Twice. I'm trying to remember.
Because that makes sense. But if it's top 5, EXO has to be. I don't see anyone who could be over them.
I'm trying to remember. It just was not, giving EXO. And I was like,
that's crazy. That must have been something.
I was also looking at people being like, I don't, like, what's a artist that you know is good and you just can't, like, their music is just not good for you? And EXO kept coming up.
Stop, now they remember.
Mouths, and I was like, get me out of here. I was like, why am I in Reddit? Like, what is happening? Get me out of Reddit. Like, why did I do this to myself?
That's hilarious. Well, the winners tell the story or whatever. What is it? The winners get to tell the history or whatever. Yeah, that's crazy. Tal says Kai and Crystal dated 2 years ago, period. That is so true. Like, all those, like, to me, the Baekhyun thing, Taeyeon Baekhyun thing still haunts my nightmares, because that was this weirdest thing, and I was so new to K-pop. That was like 2014.
Okay, I was gonna say it was definitely before I started working.
Yeah, so. It's crazy, but yeah, so that's crazy. Shumin, stop telling people this. You know, you can keep it quiet. You can keep.
I feel like that's something I would say. Like, somehow I'm like a mathematician. Like, like, I'm just like, yeah, you're definitely 25 years older. I mean, younger than me. I don't understand how you exist. Like, I have to say it. It's like my brain's like calculating all the time. Like, how much younger are you than me? Because you must be a fetus.
Yeah.
Like, how am I speaking to you?
It's very weird. Yeah. And I feel like for me, it even is like, because like, I feel like anyone under the age of 25 is like 2. Like, if you're under 25, you're 2. So I'm just like, how are you? You have a car? Like, what's going on? How does a
job
kindergartner hold employment?
You no bills.
What? Taxes?
You live at home.
Chuck E. Cheese, you mean? Like, what do you say? Charles E. Entertainment or whatever. Charles Entertainment Cheddar. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's actually so scary. But yeah. All right, guys. For my podcast boyfriend moment, Kyungsoo.
Man.
Sorry. What are you trying to say? Don't try to mog me. Don't try to mute me or mog me, right? Like, sorry. Don't try to skibbity toilet me. But yeah, I decided to dedicate this one to, instead of doing Kyungsoo, because, you know, I can't do him all the time. Like, I literally put in dedication to give you the hottest, most latest takes and news of what Kyungsoo is doing. I do that diligently every single week. But, you know, I thought, you know, I get to take a little break. So I wanted to talk about the fact that Fujikaze, one of my favorite Japanese artists, also younger than me, which made me want to, I saw this TikTok where it was like, I have a crush on a K-pop person that is younger than me, so let me go out and touch grass.
Oh, I was gonna send that to you because I saw that. I hate that we both got that. What is TikTok saying? Because when TikTok sent that to me, I was like, maybe I need to go outside because, yeah, like what's happening?
Dang. You hear that, Shuman? She is not even thinking about you and your 34-year-old ass. So just reveal the family, okay? Reveal the kids.
He's the only one. He's my safe space. I'm like, you know what? You're 4 years older than me, so I can't say anything bad. Nothing can be said that's bad.
That's true.
Unlike the other people. He's too young.
But yeah, I went to go see Fujikaze, which is
you were there.
No, I saw this picture off Google Images. But yeah, he was performing in the Apollo, which is a venue in New York. So I hiked my ass down there to see him on Sunday. He's a Japanese artist. I realized I did not include any pictures of him, but yes, he's cute. No, I'm just kidding. Well, he's handsome. He's an acquired taste. But he was performing, and it was his first US performance. I don't know if you guys do know him. You probably know him for the fact that one of his songs, Shino o ga Iwa, blew up like during the pandemic era or whatever. That's not how I found him, but like that's
he
like,
also did a collab with, I want to call him Juke, but I think it's Jake.
Oh, Jake with the like this or whatever. But yeah, I really like that collab. I already liked that song, so when it was like
Golden Hour,
it's so good. But yeah, so I got to see him live, but the is not the VTuber guy. Yeah, the VTuber guy with the bang. You remember? That was he is not the VTuber, but
was that the one where it was like they were doing like contests or something? Or he's doing a concert?
Yeah, and it was like he had his bangs.
He said his bangs.
He ripped the clip-on off, and the crowd went wild. All right. And they deserve to be. It was a highlight, okay?
It was a highlight. That happened. What is that?
As somebody who likes VTubers, I can't explain. Sometimes you have the clip on bang, and sometimes you take the clip on bang off. It's just part of the circle of VTube life, okay? Okay, I was gonna say down, don't do this to me. Yeah, a lot of people might know the song from that. But yeah, so I went to go see him. But the thing is, I wanted to be like because essentially what happened is that he was a victim, and his fans, us, were victims of Ticketmaster scams. Because basically the tickets for this dropped like maybe in March. I didn't know about it. It went on sale, and he was actually really nice, or it was actually really nice because the tickets were like $50 to like $100 at most, like for any of the seats or whatever. But what happened is Ticketmaster's dynamic pricing, along with their resale program and scalpers, made it so that at one point tickets were literally going for $2,000. And like, yeah, I was like, that's cute for y'all. But the thing is, a lot of people, the venues were very small. And even though he does have a fan base, because this is like his first concert ever, a lot of people, wanted to come. So it was like, very, very hot ticketed item or whatever. So yeah, like a lot of them did go down, but a lot of them, even the day of the concert, were like $600 still. And I did not have a ticket when I went to New York to go see him. I was basically well, the thing is, I was like, I need to live, on the edge or whatever. And I was like, okay, let me do the thing where you buy everything. Like I bought my like transportation ticket, I bought my hotel because I was gonna have to stay overnight. And I was like, okay, people on Reddit are saying that after a while, scalpers lose faith and the tickets go back to normal price and even cheaper by the time like the day of the concert. So I was like, okay, I'll just go as if I'm like, do it as normal, as if I'm going to the thing and I have a ticket already, and I'll just buy one. And so time kept passing. At one point, there was a decent ticket for $318, and I was so tempted to buy it. But then right when I was about to buy it, it said original price $100. And I just filled up with anger that somebody was able to make $200 off of me for no reason, that I just let the ticket go. And I was like, okay, you know what? Lucky girl syndrome. Okay, let me lock in with that. I'm going to get a better ticket. So it's getting like literally it's like an hour before this show. I still don't have a ticket, but I'm like, let me get down to the venue. Maybe I can just keep refishing. I had like SeatGeek, Vivid Seats, what is the other one? StubHub. I had them all open. Ticketmaster resale. I had them all open. I was just refreshing them. Everything was still crazy. And it was crazy because like some of the tickets were even getting more expensive. Like because they wanted to, I guess, prey on somebody's desperation or something. It was so bad. And the thing is, it's even harder to buy a single ticket for yourself because a lot of people will sell them in pairs and they won't not sell them in pairs. So that you basically either have to buy both or you can't do it. So I'm literally walking around the venue. It's like, it started at 8:00. It's like 7:50. I'm like walking around like the neighborhood that this place is in. And then I'm like, okay, let me just go back. So at least if I find something, I can just real quick hop step into the like venue or whatever right when I bought the ticket. And so I'm sitting there, it starts to rain and I'm like, oh God, this is perfect. And I'm like scrolling and I'm about to like buy like a $600 ticket. Like I'm like, what's wrong with me? The thing is, I don't have this money. Like you may think it's me saying that I have this money. I don't. I was just really desperate to see him because he's probably one of my favorite close your ears, King Sue. He's probably one of my favorite artists ever, right? And so I was like, I'm about to like basically ruin all my savings, everything I've been working towards just to see it. But then there's this lady, like, because I'm right like by this area. This was at the time where they were letting people in. There's this lady who was like, oh, I couldn't find a ticket. And so the security guard was like, okay, you can purchase a standing only ticket at the box office for $55. And I'm like, yeah. And so I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, you have to stand, but you can basically purchase a $55 ticket if you don't mind standing. And luckily for me, the event was only an hour and 20 minutes. So it wasn't even that long. So I literally paid and I was so flabbergasted. And it was literally floor seats because I don't know if you guys ever seen the Apollo, but there's tiers. Like it's like bottom, balcony, and mezzanine, and then like balcony. And so it's like you get farther away and farther back or whatever. But like I got to stand on like the orchestra first thing, and I was just standing the whole time. And then of course, when things started to get wild, I just snuck my way up the aisle. So I was literally looking at him in the face for $55, which was like the original price. I felt like the luckiest girl in the world. Like it was so crazy.
This is
like
a scam.
It kind of does. I was like, wait, because if this was a thing, why were people paying $6 million for a seat? Because afterwards, I met some girls because, oh my God, I felt like I was living a youthful life. Basically, after the concert, I also lucked out again because somehow people were like rushing out of the concert hall and I got pushed into the merch line, which like there was like 2 things left by the time I was there. But somebody actually like basically pushed me. And so I got to buy merch and I did not even think I would be. So afterwards, we're like waiting outside because everyone's trying to take a picture of this sign, like the, Fujikaze live at the Apollo. And then I realized nobody's leaving. So like I was going to call an Uber, but I was like, why is everyone staying here? And I realized because people are like, he's going to come out, like, after the show and say hi to the fans. So then I meet these 3 other girls. Of course, they're all K-pop stans, but they were like talking about, how they found Fujikaze. That same day, there was a TXT concert, and that same day there was a TXT concert, and there had been one the day before. So one of the girls, she was like, yeah, yesterday I was at the TXT concert, and now I'm at this. And I'm like, girl, like, oh my God, like, but they all were like, one of them said, oh, I went to 11 concerts last year. Like, what am I even doing with my life? I need to get on that level. It's crazy.
I mean, you have to like concerts for that. 11. I've only been to like 3 in my life.
Exactly. I was like, I don't even think I've been to that many since I was born. Yeah. But it was really, really funny. They were so funny. Like people were waiting, and the thing is, it was like me and then a bunch of like Japanese aunties. Like they were like he has auntie. I mean, I'm an auntie too, but it was like 45-year-old aunties or whatever. And so they were geeked for him. They were ready, like staying, like everyone was trying to stay. Literally a Sprinter van comes out and we're all like, oh my God, he's gonna get in this van. Like, oh my God. Like the girl I was with, she was so bold. She was like, excuse me, to his security guard, where are you taking him?
bold, but like, what do you get out of that? A side eye? Like,
I was like, oh my God, because it was giving, oh, she's been here. But she was so bold because the thing is, I feel like she was like, I'm going to stay here and I want a chance to see him. But if not, then let me go. So she was like, it was like the driver. She was like, where are you taking him? And he was like, I don't know. And then there was like, we had been waiting out there for maybe like an hour. And then this security guard comes back and they're like, and we're like about to leave to take the subway like back to our like respective places or whatever. And she's like, excuse me, is he in there still?
I mean, that's a good question. Not the where are you taking him sounds like I'm gonna tell you I'm there as well. But like asking if he's coming out, that makes more sense.
But it was funny because the guy was like, he been left. If I'm leaving, that means he been left. So we were literally standing there for hours for no reason.
That's what I had a feeling. I was like, do people just leave? Like I've heard that for Broadway.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
But
for
like
Broadway.
not concerts.
Well, the thing is, I felt like such a like little concert baby because I don't have enough experience to really know what the protocol is. So y'all tell me, do like the artists usually come out after? I don't know. I would have believed anything anyone said to me.
I just feel like that doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. One of the things, like when I went to his concerts, I was like, what is the vibes going to be? Because is it going to be like more K-pop fans where it's like, oh my God, I love you so much, like blah, blah. Or is it going to be more of a grown crowd because he's like a pianist and it's like a piano tour who are just like, oh, yes, very good music. I was like, yes. It was like a mix of like the latter because there's definitely people, anytime there's any quiet, they'd be like, I love you, Kaze-san, or something like that. Like, and I was like,
there's a stand. there they are.
Or like when he would look in a direction, the girly pops would start screaming like in that direction.
That's funny.
I know. I thought everything was so precious. Like,
yeah.
It was so cute. But yeah, so then like the person's like, we're gone. And then we passed, there's like a hotel right next to Apollo. And then they're like, wait, because they were coming up with theories where he would be. And like one of them was like, oh, there's probably like an underground tunnel to the hotel. So he's probably already back to his hotel. So the girl goes and she's like, is he, to the security guard from the hotel, is he in this hotel?
Okay. These questions are stalker vibes. It's not like it's not innocent. Like, oh,
I was just gagged at the boldness. I was just so gagged because it was just like, if not, I'm going. Is he there? And then, like, I feel like these security guards loved her though. Like, they would be like, stop late. Like, it would be so
maybe she's been there before. And they're like, we've been through this before, ma'am. They're not here. They go out the back. We've said this before. You're always here every week.
Not every week. Just asking about anyone. Is someone in there? Is someone I would like to see in there? Be honest. Like,
she's like, I didn't even go to this concert. I just like showed up. I saw y'all standing and I was like, where is he?
Imagine. It's like it's a woman playing tonight. And she's like, well, where are they? What's going on? Yes. Exactly. She was on a mission. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, and the other girl was like saying, oh yeah, like the one who went to 11 concerts, she was like, yeah, but half of them I didn't even pay for because I'm just hustling on Twitter and looking for free tickets. Apparently, if you wait long enough, there's people who are, well, she's a student.
Do you not have schoolwork? Why are you hustling on Twitter? That's a lot.
Because that's what I need, that hustling bone in my body. I love that. I love a good hustler. But yeah, she was like, yeah, if you just like go into Discords or like be on Twitter, sometimes people are just giving away free tickets, and if you're in the area, you can just like go. And I was like, I didn't even know what that meant. Like, what? But I was like, oh, okay, let me think about it. But no, it was really, really fun. They were really, really fun. Yeah, I did want to also say the TXT concert. When I first got off the train, I got off near Madison Square Garden, and there was like a bunch of TXT like stuff going on. Y'all, the fits at the TXT concert were like giving angelic princess. Like it was like a uniform. Like you had to be wearing a cute white flowy skirt or dress, like some type of ethereal butterfly Y2K makeup, your hair in some cute, like I was like, these girls are ready for New York TXT week. Like it's crazy. Like they were looking, and I'm like, huh?
Is their aesthetic? I thought, I'm confused. That seems like something you'd wear to like, not them.
Like Twice or like
yeah,
Illit or something. I don't know, but it was like somehow they all tapped in and knew exactly what to wear. I was so, and the thing is, I was gagged a bit because I thought it was Fujikaze stands. So I was like, yes, girlies, we are out here. And then it was like not even them, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I was like, because ATEEZ, what is their seg? We need to start doing research.
I'm scared. I don't know. I'll just show up looking how I look.
No, we have to order an Amazon harness and like.
Oh no, I feel like that's how they show up. Honestly, I'm scared. That's why I'm like, I don't want to be like looking like BDSM. I don't know. I don't know. I just know I won't fit the aesthetic. I'm feeling.
Listen, we can get an Amazon harness. We can get a cowboy hat. They be wearing kind of anything. I don't really even know, but we can get a combat boot. Okay,
just
but
one.
But honestly, I thought I didn't really, because I knew people, like I see the TikToks like getting ready for the Twice concert and stuff like that. But I didn't know that was what majority of people dress like at these concerts. I thought it was like, the girls that like fashion and want to show out and stomp out are the ones that are giving you, a BDSM harness and stuff. But like, no, it was literally everyone. Like it almost seemed like there was some type of convention or something there, because everyone who was there for the TXT concert was looking like a fairy gumdrop princess. And they slayed. But I was just so surprised at how like uniform it was.
Have their latest songs been like that? I don't even know.
I don't know, but maybe it's like the aesthetic you like that catches you the most. Because I noticed a lot of Twice stands will wear this particular like outfit that I think it was Momo Nayeon and I forget who else wore during one of their trio songs, where it's like this pink velour jumpsuit with this pink cowboy hat. And that was literally one song. That wasn't even an actual comeback. And so many people wear outfits inspired by that. So I feel like maybe it's just it's probably the funnest to dress in and what you remember as the group's aesthetic. But I don't know.
I'm just gonna dress. I'm like trying to think of like what does ATEEZ wear, and I'm like, no. No.
You better go on Amazon.com and look up harnesses. Right now, we have to show out.
No.
San, what are the members' names? I have to learn their names.
San, Sunghwa, Yeosang, Jungho, Hongjun. Did I miss? And Mingi. Did I miss? Wooyoung.
Which one do I like?
Mingi?
I think there's always one that I see. I'm like,
he's the one that everybody's just like, he's trying to get people to move to Korea.
You have your passport.
Did you get your shots? Who wants? I love that song. And the people, if you don't know what that is, look it up. I mean, the person who sings it's trash, but it's just so funny and dramatic for no reason.
Like, why
the background singers? They're like out here, like, yes, to America, America.
Like,
do you have your passport? Did you get your greatness?
Oh God! Wait, which one's better, that or Yodabun? If you're Chinese, what I need.
Two different scenarios, Use those for two different things. Share.
Bonjour. I said bonjour. Like, huh?
Sir.
Okay. No, somebody cut his mic because this has been 4 hours.
Where's nobody did their lips.
He's reading the dictionary at this point. What's going on? Like it's
he's like, I got 10 different language dictionaries up here. I'm just
he's just Duolingo. He's just copying it.
Oh, yeah. It's like, what did you say? Bonjour. Bonjour.
Oh,
you hear
God.
like the ding that he got it right.
Like he's just using, he forgot to do his Duolingo, so he's just using that concert space to do it before the time runs out. He's like, I have to catch up. I don't know what y'all are gonna do.
My streak. 220 days, guys. Y'all, not today. Not for y'all.
Yeah. Andre says I'm going for comfy wear if I'm gonna be there to 2-3 hours. I mean, you could have a nice comfy harness, a nice comfy combat boot. I need to show up. The girlies are gonna be in their combat wear, Jazz.
I'm scared.
Not you scared.
I don't, because I feel like I'll get it, and then that's the only time I'll ever wear it.
That's true. I really hate that. Oh my god. Hwasung says ATEEZ concerts are piratecore.
I can imagine that. That's another thing of being scared.
Why?
Like it's like the harnesses. Well, like their first thing, like they're Pirate Kings or whatever. That's their thing. Their first song is called Pirate King. Like their whole like lore. There's like they're like pirates in one universe. I have to.
Oh.
There's a lot. Their lore is like there's a lot happening. I don't. I'm not the one.
You know,
like
I can work with that. I can work with that, actually. Okay.
I mean, but I feel like harnesses is also like what they would wear. Like I just
where does that come from?
Harnesses? I don't even know. Like Deja Vu, Say My Name, Gorilla. Those songs are very like harness wearing.
I'm trying to think. I want to, you know, we should dress like that dance cover that debut dance thing that they did, where they were like dressed as like when they were dressed as a SWAT team. It wasn't their song. They were just dancing in that parking lot. Do you know? It's like, do y'all know that?
Oh, you're talking about when they were KQ boys or whatever.
Oh,
okay, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, we should do that.
Before they had like their actual ATEEZ thing, they were like they would do their dance covers.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that they weren't ATEEZ yet, but I remember that. Yeah.
Or like KQ boys or something.
That's cute, little. Yeah, we should. No one would be dressed like us because
honestly, and like that's cuter wearing a baseball cap, and like,
and we'll incorporate the harness too. So
we can't have, like, they'll be underneath the SWAT things. Yeah,
and we'll have like an eye patch and like a parrot on our shoulder.
A peg leg. No. A hook.
Like, you can't bring that in here. You're a threat to society.
It's fake.
You just impaled someone. What do you mean it's fake, ma'am? Stop.
It's fake. Stab. Oh, I thought it was Amazon Live. Bad review for them.
You start doing like the freaking jerk on the peg leg, and then you break your knees.
Like, luckily I have a peg leg. Help me with my leg that I just broke.
Boy groups just be wearing.
Honestly, I feel like hasn't EXO done that? Like, is a Monster basically?
I was gonna say somehow I see harnesses as the wear for like a bunch of different groups, so I don't know when this became a thing. But yeah, the harness is a non-negotiable because we have to be able to, gab with the girly pops about where they got their harnesses, what harness house they're wearing. Amazon refurbished.
Amazon used.
Yeah, you know what? This sounds good. We'll do the harnesses, the peg legs, the hook hands, the parrot, and then the SWAT outfit over top. Exactly. That makes sense. We definitely won't melt to death with our
it's gonna be hot. First of all that stuff. No.
Sounds reasonable. All right, y'all. It is time for your favorite part of the podcast. Open bar. Oh, I already played that. I'm not your boyfriend, but we'll play it again.
I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend.
Okay. Well, I thought it was your team. It's giving racist. Wait, no. Okay. Oops. Hi, guys. Welcome to Open Bar, a little segment where you can talk about anything we haven't talked about yet. And that includes us too. Is there anything that you wanted to gab about in this Open Bar segment?
ATEEZ came back.
Who? No, just kidding.
I like how we had a whole entire section talking about it. Wait, who that?
Okay, two things about this ATEEZ comeback. I actually quite like it. It's good. Like they make very catchy music. I'm figuring out. But
What are you gonna talk about that?
Yeah, I have to. Because what does it mean to make purse?
You're asking the age-old question that I have been trying to figure out since I woke up and listened to the song and was like, who? What? What does that even? Who told you that made sense? Because it doesn't. They even do a dance move. They have a purse on for a little second, and I'm like, sir,
dedication.
Get it? I get it. You understand what a purse is, but you obviously don't know how to use it in a sentence properly.
No, because I thought it was like, you know how make coin or something, like, you know how it's like, but they're like, okay, let's bypass the coin. What does the coin go into? The purse. So let's just make the purse. And I was like, but that's so specific. Make satchel. Make crossbody bag.
Not satchel.
Like imagine.
Like satchel's like so old. Make a satchel.
Like, because what? Why? Why make purse? Make fanny pack. Like, what are you talking about? Who is this for? Like,
I mean, if you can make dropping a word,
which was
you can make a phrase.
Listen, don't come for dropping. Dropping needed to be created. Jumping and popping. Two phrases I use a lot, and that saves me a lot of time since the song came out. So
exactly. You're right. But you could be out here saying make it purse.
Yo, I'm trying to make purse tonight. Like what? Absolutely not. Go to jail. Go to jail. Also, in that scene, I wish I would have gotten in that scene, I don't know who's the member who has the white hair in this? White hair, gold earring.
Is it Mingy?
I don't if it
is. He has blonde hair. I know that he has blonde hair now. I don't know. I have to watch this video again.
His hair is more like gray, the person that I'm trying to refer to. I should have looked this up. But if you go to 122, it's him.
122?
Seconds in, yeah.
Yeah, Mingy.
Oh my God. Is this fate or destiny? Anyway, he's dressed like Willy.
No, Willy Wonka, yeah.
Why?
I don't know. So here's the thing. I thought about this recently that they had this whole thing where it seemed like they were going to do like an Alice in Wonderland type of comeback. And I think that was for... What is it? 982 Kick that.
I was my ego in the show. 822.
There we go. When Crazy Form came out, it looked like they were going to do like a Willy Wonka type thing, and it didn't turn out to be something like that. And then this one, he dressed like this for a concert, and people were like, "Oh, it's a teaser for this comeback." And so I was like, "Oh, so they're going to do the Willy Wonka thing," and they still are somehow not doing it. It's giving EXO with their
Eldorado's fake teaser,
all that work to just be like, "Call me baby," modern form. I was like, "Sir, what is this?"
Okay,
what is happening?
I was confused. I was like, I don't know if there's something I'm not picking up here, but I mean, it's still
I'm not picking up anything either.
But yeah, but other than that, I mean. Willy Wonka core. Maybe that should be our outfits. We can both be Oompa Loompas. And we're like, you're the Willy to our Wonk or something.
I was about to be on your side until you said that.
We can be Augustus Gloop. We can be Augustus Gloop and Violet Beauregard.
No. I'm not being any of these kids.
We can be all 4 of Charlie's grandparents. There you go.
Just sitting in a bed, we come in, just carrying a blanket. That's his family. I was like, this poor kid.
Like,
What is he going through?
what? You know, I don't understand it, but I love it. Andre, they released the KCON line. Did you see that? Kind of lie.
Do
Yeah.
I do not.
KCON LA. I did see it, and I was surprised because I thought I was gonna be like I kind of am coming to the terms with I'm hella out of touch. So I thought I wouldn't know anyone, but I actually know the majority of the artists. So it's NMIX. Oh wait, what? Oh,
wait, hold up. I'm confused. Is this real? No.
Oh wait, is not everyone performing?
Okay, this is better.
No, that can't be it. Okay, so Mnet Countdown. Wait, I'm confused. Is not everyone performing because it's like Mnet Countdown and then it's like KCON stage?
I guess M Countdown is like they'll be showing that on M Countdown, but KCON stage is like that's live, but it's not being streamed.
That's so shady.
Not everyone is ready for prime time. Okay.
That's so shady though. Okay.
I'm surprised that Zero Base One is on that. Oh no, they're on both. Never mind.
Okay, so I'm confused. I'm confusion. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm sharing the right thing. My ego in the show. Oops. So P1H Harmony. Am I pronouncing that right? P1H Harmony. P1H Harmony. PH1 Harmony. Yeah. P1H.
P1 Harmony.
P1 Harmony. What? Am I okay?
I mean, there is a guy named PH1, isn't there?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think I get them mixed up sometimes. All right, guys. If you see my social security number, no, you didn't. Yeah. So, oh my God, I need to zoom.
Zoom.
Okay. So yeah, they have Mnet's countdown stage or Mnet, and then they have KCON stage. Oh, okay. Enjoy KCON with your favorite artist. There will be four or more stages and many more special performances. And 4 or more. What? Crypto Arena.
Do they not know? They're like, maybe more. Maybe less.
The first comment: whoever y'all hired as y'all marketing team and social media manager, fire them. Y'all make it so complicated. I don't even want to go into.
Wait, what happened?
Because what is this? I'm confused about this.
It seems like there's different, stages.
Like how Coachella has different stages.
That's what it seems like. So
it seems shady. Well, okay, my thing is, how come P1 Harmony is not on the Mnet? Oh,
wait a minute, how are they on both?
Oh,
at the same day. I didn't even realize they were both.
Okay, maybe I'm complaining about absolutely nothing. I'm confused. Okay, how come Hyorin is not on the Mnet countdown stage? This is bias. A mess. Tal says also 10 years ago, EXO would perform Overdose in Mnet countdown today. Time flies by when you're dropping members. The way I thought no, because I loved Overdose though. That was one actually. So
that was so good.
Yeah, with the Tims and the baggy pants.
I like how you just.
I gotta go.
Picturing Dio, like you were like Tims.
Were they not all wearing Tims?
I don't think they all were.
Oh,
Shumin definitely wasn't. Shumin had like some. I didn't like his outfit. But I digress.
Well, the boy in the Tims and the beautiful gospel voice. He really.
They were bringing back Y2K before.
That's kind of true. I was thinking they could wear that now and it'd be trendy. But yeah. Ugh. I hate. Stop. Not either way. They booed Baekhyun off the stage. Wait, what are we talking about?
When?
Wait, did we miss something? This marks.
Oh, was that the one where?
Oh, I love that album too. Oh, when
Is it
he
this?
was.
Oop. Oh, first of all, why does this thing keep scrolling every time I click on something?
It's like no.
Wait, this one. Is it this?
Was
Is he booed there?
wait, is this recent?
Mm,
Wait, he was booed when they accepted for overdose?
I don't know.
That I have to go back in time and fight someone then. Let me get the time machine booted up because also can we talk about Kepler?
Booed at KCON?
Suho?
Wait, I'm confused.
How did I know this?
Not Suho, but Baekhyun. Wait, I'm so confused. Why is it that I looked up Baekhyun booed and it said at KCON, but then when I click enter, it says, "Did Rain really receive a black rose?" When did I type Rain? You gave me the option to look up booed at KCON. You provide me Rain.
That's so random.
Google, get your act together.
Not
I know
did
you're
Rain.
listening. Fix it.
That's funny. Also, Tal jail. Oh wait, not this one. Wait, not this one. Wait. Jail. Wait. Okay. What about this Kepler thing? Because I've been hearing about this. Oh, also, can we talk about Kepler contract extensions? I saw a lot of guest scores about Mashiro and Yesaw leaving for the group Limelight, even though they were supposed to be in there after disbanding. Wait. So from what I think we did talk about this last week, but it was that they're extending the contract except for those two members because they're going to join their groups.
Yeah.
Their company's group. But
people are mad.
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, here's the thing. It sucks because if you're like a hardcore Kepler stan, it's not going to be the same with two members missing. But at the same time, am I defending companies? I can kind of get them being like, okay, we only signed up for these girls to be in Kepler as long as the first run. Now, I mean, could they dual be in both groups? Like, I don't know what like the payment structure or whatever is. Yeah. Because I could kind of see wanting, especially if that was because we saw that Limelight only has 3 people in there. So it was very clear that they were leaving space for the 2 other members when Kepler's contract is over. So they kind of built that group in a way. That would kind of suck if it was just like, well, we're going to stay with Kepler now. So you're a 3-person group. Like, I don't know.
And the longer you wait, I feel like the harder it is to incorporate those members. Because if they stayed longer, they'd probably have to just become either another group or just solo.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, does anyone know how long the contract extension is?
I thought they were permanent.
What? Oh my God.
I thought that's what they were saying.
Well, wait a second. Because with it, it's a bit different, right? Because, for example, like Hee Jin was in CLC and that's not a thing anymore. So she really doesn't have anything to go back to. But is there other people, Hee Jin from CLC or Hee Jin? They're like not really a thing anymore. So it kind of makes more sense for her to stay in Kepler. But is there anyone else where it's just kind of like, well, it doesn't really matter either way? Oh, Backwind's hands. Oh yeah, they did boo him. That was awkward. That's why that scandal, especially as like I wasn't even a new K-pop stan. I hadn't been standing K-pop for a while, but like I never had seen anything like that. That's why I feel like it will be my Roman Empire because I just like, what? You're crushing cookies on the gram? Like you're mad because she's like they were given hints on Instagram. That was just such a wild time. Oh, Hani's getting married.
Oh yeah, some guy. Which is cute.
He's like a doctor, right?
He's what?
He's a doctor, right?
Maybe.
I feel
he's a guy with a job.
He's employed, we can only ask for so much. I mean, I saw it as the company had a plan after the original contract ended, maybe not expecting to be as popular. Like how do you pronounce your name? Bahi is with A-Pink's company, but I haven't heard about anything. But with A-Pink's company, though, there's no group that she would immediately debut in, right? Like, I feel like for this, it's like, because there's a group they're literally waiting for. But I guess it's hard because, like, will they be able to bring their popularity to limelight? Who knows? But I feel like also, though, if we know that Kepler is not actually ever going to be a permanent group, if you were in one of those, like a group like Kepler or any group where it's like we're a temporary group, wouldn't you kind of feel like, okay, I love this group, I love the blah blah, but if I know it's not going to be permanent, I'd rather start my life in my permanent group already than like continue this thing that I don't know how long it's going to last.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, I would.
Yeah.
And I guess if she doesn't have a group, like, what is she going back to? Although, I think one of the people in that group, like in Kepler, is technically, people were saying she's in the same company as the XG people.
Oh, so she might be an XG when she's done.
People were saying that, but I don't know if maybe she's not going to join them.
Oh.
Because it's like they've already gone so far.
Yeah.
So maybe that's part of why she's staying, where it's like, where would she go?
That's true. Yeah, I would kind of use it as a threat to my company. Like, I'm staying here until you actually promise me that there's a group waiting for me when I come back, and you won't just put me in the dungeon. And I have to approve of the group, their songs, their outfits, their wardrobe.
I am the leader.
I get 80% stake.
I'm the CEO. You know what? Step down.
If you fire me, you have to pay me $14 million.
I have the same lawyer as Hee Jin, just so you know.
You know, normal things. Oh, what I did want to talk about is the fact that Joy was on Bubble, I believe, and she was talking about how basically the rollout for Red Velvet's comeback in June is like abysmal, and she feels like they're like not like putting a lot of time and effort into it. And I feel like it was raising this like question if Red Velvet has now crossed over to getting the elder group treatment, where it's like you're just basically ignored and you're just like you just come back to, you know, fill a quota and like keep your fans, but they don't really care about pushing you or expanding you. As the resident rebel of
they crossed over as soon as Wendy fell and broke her face and her hip,
which wasn't her fault. So
I know it wasn't her fault, and it was like very annoying because Psycho was so popular.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's one of their most popular songs, and whatever NBC or whatever like screwed it up because like they had to halt all of the like their promotions with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think ever since like they came back with Queendom, I won't say it's a bad song, but it's just like, this is not what you should have came back with. I feel like they've just gotten like kind of shafted, and like now it's like it's just aespa, and that's fine. I feel like as long as they have good music, I don't really care. I also prefer shorter teaser schedules.
Yeah.
I'm tired of these month-long teasers where I'm like, when is this coming out? This still didn't come out? Are you sure? I swear I just saw this 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Just show me that you're coming out. Like, say you're coming out, and then show me your teaser stuff like 2 weeks before, and then I'll be very excited.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel that. Yeah, that's always going to be such an unfortunate like sequence of events. And obviously like I mean, I guess they could have like maybe came back with Psycho, like in the way EXID did with Up and Down when it got popular or whatever.
That's true.
But it is a unfortunate sequence of events because I do think it did kind of change. I mean, I think the K-pop industry just changed around everything, but it is quite frustrating that it does seem to be this thing that like after a while, like you can tell when a company is trying to like push you and like get you attention and really put effort and whatever, versus where they're like, okay, you're popular and you're on a roster, so you have to come back with something. And my thing is like, if the company knows at one point they're no longer really interested in actively trying to expand the fan base of a group, why does a group need to stay with you? Like, why would a group stay with you? Why would an idol stay? Why would an idol resign? Because you're basically saying, I'm going to do the bare minimum for you that will extend money out of you, and if you want to do something, great, but like I'm not going to like really try to push Like, I'm not trying to make you like there's nowhere for you to go here. Like that's the thing. So it's just kind of like, it makes me really kind of wonder, like, if you were an idol and you knew that was your fate, why would you even bother extending your contract with, even if it is a big company, if you still have ambitions for yourself, like, why? Because that would just suck to see like all these cool things and innovative like aespa CD. Like, I'm not saying necessarily that you have to compare it to aespa or whatever, but just for as an example, like the whole aespa CD thing, like, and their comebacks and things like that, and some of the opportunities they get. It's like crazy to think like, oh yeah, Red Velvet's probably never going to go to Coachella. Not because they're not good, not because they're not talented, but their company will probably never fight for them to go to Coachella or like, you know, do whatever behind the scenes stuff, because they're like, well, why would we? We're trying to get aespa famous now, not them. Like, you know, so it's tough. And what's going on with Autumn from Tiara? Wait, what is going on? Hold on. Dun, dun.
Oops.
Ooh. For a Tiara member, sorry, on this all K-pop article, let me bring it up.
Oh, I think I heard about this a couple of weeks ago.
What happened? Oh, what am I trying to do here? Share.
Yeah, okay. That's what I heard.
What happened?
Like, she was in the hospital like months ago. And then, I guess, like, I think she was like, I don't remember. It was like something with like her relationship with her ex-husband or something.
Okay. It says previously Autumn accused her ex-husband, Mr. A, of child abuse, claiming he had thrown an infant from a bed, holy shit, and physically mistreated their 5-year-old child. She alleged that Mr. A had used the children as, oh no, outlets for anger. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. Well, this is a lot. So I'm gonna just put it here and kind of proofread and give the oh my god. So it says that she accused him of child abuse. However, the claims were not substantiated, and the police investigation did not find any evidence of abuse by Mr. A. On May 8th, the Seoul Central District Prosecutor's Office dismissed the case against A due to insufficient evidence, citing the lack of credibility in the child's testimony, which experts suggested could have been influenced by Autumn. The police station charged Autumn last month with child abuse, neglect, and child abduction. Her mother was also charged with child abduction. Both of them have been temporarily banned from coming within 100 meters of the child's residence and daycare. In other news, Autumn, who has 2 sons with Mr. A and divorced him in December last year, had announced her remarriage to Mr. Seoul at that time. However, she faced allegations of defrauding fans and acquaintances of over 40 million won with Mr. Seoul, leading to their split neighbor. What in the world? I had no idea any of this was good. That is scary. Why would she? What is going on with her? Okay, that's very scary. Yeah, that's really scary.
She apparently refuted all those claims against her.
That she was lying?
That she was abusing her. Or she took her kids or whatever.
Okay.
Well, she did take her kids, but she's saying it was because she was trying to protect them.
So she believes he was abusing them, and so she's trying to rescue them.
She said, my first child said they were abused by their father, so I took them with me. I was in the process of being investigated with my child.
Oh, that's really sad and unfortunate. I mean, I don't even know what to even say there, because I do wonder how they're like, if like in that statement, how it said that they determined that what the kids were saying could be influenced by Autumn. I wonder how that was determined. Oh wow, that's okay. Well,
Yeah.
that is a lot. I hope whatever's going on there will be resolved because that's really scary, especially when the kids are involved. All right, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you gotta get the heck out of here. Thank you so much for joining us on this lovely episode of the Sleepy Idol. Jazz, do you have anything you want to tell the people before we wrap up for the night?
No.
All right, see you guys. Magic. I just end stream.
Dang, you won't even say your own socials? Like,
You know what? No. Sometimes you gotta keep them guessing.
well, so I do another stream with my other 3 friends.
Yeah,
I'm
I heard
not
that.
friends with this person. Sorry.
I've never met them in my life.
Exactly. Anyway, if she happens to be on our YouTube channel, she got there. She hacked it. But Forfeit Gaming, I do with 3 of our other friends, Aman, Jay, and Dan. We just play games. We've been a little inconsistent the last month, so we're trying to be better in the future. But we usually play on Sundays, and then every other Monday. So we just do a live stream where we actually talk with our faces on camera, and we just talk about whatever gaming news or stuff that we're interested has happened. But yeah, Forfeit Gaming on Twitch and also YouTube and Instagram.
Nice. And as for me, guys, you can follow me here, Daily Dose K-pop on YouTube. I also have a Twitch channel and an Instagram where I actually posted, some cosplay I did like years ago. So, I'll try to update with more pictures and things like that. I think I'm going to change into just a general Instagram as opposed to one that's dedicated to cosplay because I feel like I don't cosplay enough anymore for that to be the case. But yeah, I also stream games and things that I can't stream on YouTube on Twitch, so you can go follow me there. I also have a Twitter, which is probably like if you're gonna follow anything, follow the Twitter because that's where I give updates about when I do anything anywhere else. So like when the live show is happening, that's where people send me stories that they want me to talk about on the show or want us to talk about on the show. So you can send me there, just add me in like whatever story. But yeah, that's all I have. So once again, thank you guys so much for joining us and see you next time on the Sleepy
Oh my gosh, the struggle.
Idol. Dream of me.
Don't do it.
Like going, don't do it. I've dreamed of her once before and it was
it was too magical. I don't want to get your hopes up.
All right, guys. See ya. Oh wait, which song should I play? Oh wait, I think it should be consistent. Oh wait. All right, guys. I hate that. XOM.
Yeah.